I've got a big problem. This just keeps breaking and you can't get to it. There's a gaping hole in there. Hello there. What I have before me is a vacuum cleaner hose. This is an Electrolux. It's one of those bodies that are separate that trail behind the long hose. It was a very expensive vacuum cleaner for my budget anyway. I think it was close to $200. It's a very good vacuum cleaner minus this hose. This hose is one of the cheapest things they could have put on here, I think. I've taped it up multiple times and it's just electrical tape. So far it's holding this one right here with duct tape, probably a total of 4 times. Now I've got a big problem. This attachment here, this just keeps breaking right here. And you can't get to it. Look at this. There's a gaping hole in there. You can kind of see it. And I don't know how I can remedy this. I've stuffed tape down there and I've stuffed a little glue too. But aside from just getting a completely new attachment, I don't know what to do. So to get inside here, I did this. Hopefully it doesn't break on me this time. It feels rather elastic, but you never know, right? I mean, as far as plastic is concerned, it's rigid plastic, that is. All right, that is our big problem. You see the tape job that I did last time, which was less than a month ago. We have got a raging thunderstorm, and I didn't know we would have it, but it is tipping down, pouring cats and dogs. And it just all came up in the last 30 minutes. All right, I've got to take this part off so I can get the orange bit off. Well, in case you've never run across my videos before, I am not exactly saying I'm dead, but I do all of my work from home. And my kids are with me for at least a quarter of a day. And I do stuff like this. Okay. Let's see how I got into this last time. Something like that. And this is just the sort of thing that I do on a fairly regular basis, as probably any dad can testify to. Even if you have a decent income, it's seems silly to just waste money buying new things all the time. So until the income, a millionaire has hundreds of millions. I didn't see this last night. I didn't realize all this dust inside here. Okay. Now here is the major issue right there. That is it. It is just destroyed. And I don't know what to do aside from having some fairly professional tools and maybe or just a brand new attachment. But it has just been destroyed. And I'm the kind of guy that'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna call them, but they're probably gonna say, well, did you use it in such and such a way? Did you bend it? They'll probably ask something stupid like that. Did you bend it when you were using it? Well, of course I bent it. Look, that's how you made the attachment, so that you stand up and it bends. That's why you have this thing here. I know I'm getting all riled up just thinking about it. I didn't even call them. So what do? I've tried taping it from the inside. That was my second taping, by the way. I did throw some all-purpose adhesive in there. That seemed to work the first time, but it's also tentative. You have to do it over and over and over. So like, how do you get in there? Because I think it's permanently adhered to the orange part. That little tube right there is not gonna come out. And if I do, I'll probably ruin it for good. If there was just a way to stuff enough tape so I could get all the way down here and make it make it stay somehow. Where's the end? I don't even know if you can buy these attachments. I've tried looking, and it all just seems kind of hard to find. I think in this day and age, I think they just do it on purpose so that you will spend another $200. I mean, everything else is fine. The vacuum cleaner works great. It's just this attachment. And what's really irritating about this, it's not that it's just broken. I've had this vacuum cleaner for 5 years, but the cracking started a year after purchasing it. And that was down here where it goes into the vacuum cleaner. And then I started noticing other little cracks. And then finally, I think 3 years on, I started noticing, hey, it's not sucking up quite as good, even with that other hose part taped up. Like, lo and behold, I noticed this massive crack forming in here. In fact, there's one, then there's a giant one over here, and I think there's one back here somewhere, or it's going all the way around. So it's like, why doesn't it just last through all of the bends? I mean, you have to bend it. They know that. I suppose. I can give these things, but I do get the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that's at the end. It's nearly impossible to get. See, and you need to build in as you tape it. You need to build in the elasticity. You need to factor in that bending. And it's not 90 degrees, but sometimes you make those hard to reach places, or you're going over furniture or something, and you end up doing a 90-degree angle, and that. Okay, let's see if I can get it to stay in there. If I could just get it to stay. The problem is I think I'm gonna have to stuff a bunch of glue in and around the tape. This is a long video already. The process just takes such a long time. This is what happens every time I fix the hose. I end up sitting here for an hour. Well, I found this all-purpose adhesive, all-purpose, and it's some German stuff, Uhu. It's not super glue by any means, but if you can get it to dry just right, I find that it's got enough elasticity and rigidity at the same time that you pretty well with. I made a video of repairing my Crocs, these special Crocs that have corduroy on the tops rather than the original style. So it's got the original type of sole, but less rigidity. See, and the trick is always to factor in that flexing spot. Where will it flex? I mean, I would like a new attachment, so if I can find the attachment for not a ridiculous amount of money, I will buy a new attachment to replace this broken one. So fingers crossed I'll be able to find something that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Alright, hopefully with the glue and tape layers, I'll get some sort of long-lasting result these sides. That would be just fantastic. As it is right now, I'm losing so much suction that it's not even worth using this vacuum cleaner. See, there's another slit right there. Yeah, so. Oh, the tape and glue are starting to go rubbery. That's the kind of glue that's going to start bursting from my childhood. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. I don't know if stuffing more glue in there is going to help at all, but I'm going to try. I need glue. Will help stuff from tape in there. Okay. Might do something. It's poked through because of my attempts to retain flexibility. Okay, now I'm going to use this green tape because it's thin. And I'll try to get it as close to the inside of the orange as I can. Maybe one pass through there, and then just edge it a little closer. There we go. There we go. Wow, the thunder is really rolling over here. It's not typical to have. Well, let's see here. Now it's time to put this back in here. I wonder if I should let it dry first. Okay, I'll let it dry, then I'll come back a little bit later. All right, here I am about 3 hours later. The glue is tacky. I don't know if it's the right thing for this job, but I'm aiming for a lengthy temporary fix. That's this better. So goes you're well. I don't know. I'm not. That's okay, I felt it. I felt it click. Let's see if that works. There we are. Time for the screws. The cheap case. All right, well. I really hope that does a nice job. Let's see if it goes. Okay, there. Second off that. There's practice. Stay there. Okay. Well, I think it's gonna last for at least a couple of vacuums. But anything past that I can't promise, because it's just such a bodge job. But I have to give a shout out to Dwyer and his attempt of circumnavigating the UK. I have been fascinated by his perseverance, and it kind of has inspired me to put a few of my own videos out. So here goes. Oh, this is good. I feel only just the very slightest air escaping in the hose under here. Just the tiniest bit. All right, here goes the first sucking up. Actually, I'm pretty happy about that. Oh man, I hope this lasts for several months. I would be very fine. All right, that's it. Here we go. Repair done.